we have, do we have Tom on the meeting yet? Oh, I see him. Okay.
We haven't heard him talk or video though.
Tom, can we hear you? Tom, I was unable to get my audio to work, so oh, yeah, you there?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've used the web before, so. Dawn should be joining. She said she got everything.
I am here.
name
Can anybody hear me?
Oh, okay. Yep. I can hear you.
Okay.
Have we verified, have we been able to hear Tom yet?
I can hear all of you.
Awesome.
I heard
Okay, we're good. All right, so everyone is here. We're going to start by calling the meeting to order. Sherry, do we have copies of the minutes from the last meeting? Are those attached to the agenda?
They should have been. I'm still learning this whole process.
I see the agenda, but I do not see the minutes from the last meeting.
So to get at the minutes, I actually, there was a link to the public link that Sherry provided.
Okay.
The minutes are on.
And that's in there. Perfect. I'm going to click on that.
Okay.
So anyone in the world
Got
can
it.
get these minutes.
Everyone can see the minutes.
And I don't know why
they
we would have put them on just yet. Those would not be the approved minutes.
These are the minutes from the March 16th
Yeah.
meeting, and there was a meeting in
July.
July.
Meeting minutes. I'll check, Emily. We may have to approve those at the next meeting. I don't know where they're at.
Okay,
I'll take full blame. I'm sure it's my fault.
that's no problem. Okay, so we're going to table that for now until we have access to the July minutes. I see that we have let me pull this agenda back up. Sorry, I've got multiple screens here. Is there any old business to discuss?
Just the old minutes, and we just did that.
I have the July
That's the old
22nd.
minutes.
I have the July 22nd meeting minutes.
Sherry, in terms of having those posted so everyone could have seen them, I think we should just wait till the next meeting if that's okay with everybody.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. These are the unapproved minutes from the July meeting? Yeah, we'll hash this out later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. So no old business other than the 7:20 minutes. Any new business?
New applicants.
Okay, so hearing none, we're going to go on to review the files for our two new applicants, Leslie Willoughby and John Seguri, I'm going to say. Do you want me to, I don't know if I know how to share screen. Sherry, can you drive with regard to that, with sharing those files?
Yeah, I'm opening them right now.
Okay.
All right, is it sharing?
We can see your screen, yes.
Okay, so so I've got Leslie pulled up first, which, let's see.
This is which applicant?
Leslie
Oh,
Willoughby.
Leslie Willoughby, okay. And Tom shared his spreadsheet for everyone where he's gone through the various requirements. So remind us, Rick, does a communications license holder required to have a code class?
No, there's some courses you can take, but there's not really locally. There's no code class for communications. But correct me if I am wrong. I thought we're looking at Leslie's application.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
industrial.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Leslie, I apologize. I was
no,
looking
no.
at John.
That is electrical contractor
Okay,
application. And it looks, if I may, it looks like he took the examination sponsored by the state of Missouri. He does not have their license as far as this, what he submitted shows.
okay.
And looking through what he did, he worked for American Water, which
Uh-huh,
technically would not meet our requirements. He wouldn't meet the requirements to be an electrical inspector. I'm sure the state will issue him a license. It might be something you want me to check with him and see if he's going to go that route or decide to accept his experience at American Water. I don't know how much electrical work they do, being a kind of a water utility. I'm not sure what's
his
involved.
application is for an industrial license, so is that for work within the plant?
Well, if you, his affidavit describes his work, has a narrative on the work, and it is all electrical. So that's like the fourth page in on his file.
Hmm.
On the,
On Leslie's
Yeah.
application, like the fourth page in.
yep. And on the first page, it says electrical industrial, work within a plant, as opposed to electrical contractor.
Are you able to, Sherry, are you able to open
Want
up
me to
that
scroll?
PDF?
Well, yeah, what page would you guys like me to go to? This is just the every page scanned together.
Okay. Oh, this is all of Leslie's stuff?
Yes, so I
Okay.
can just,
So the affidavit, like.
If you want to open that file that you've got that's highlighted, that's probably everything together.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
so you don't want me opening this one or?
I
Well-
want you to, there's one that says Leslie E. Willoughby Industrial. That's the one I'd like you to open.
Yeah, that's what I did. So
So
here,
we can't see that. I'm sorry. You might have it on another screen. You're sharing
Oh,
the
sorry,
screen
I'm
that
sorry.
shows your folders.
okay. I thought I put you guys on the correct screen. Is it showing it now?
No.
Nope.
It's showing the icons, not the actual file opened up.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. How about now?
Nope.
You might be able to unshare your screen and
There
then
we go. Oh,
share,
yeah.
share
Is
it.
that not it now?
Nope.
Okay.
Here, I think I can do it. You guys got it now?
We had something for a brief moment. Ah,
There we
I don't
go.
like WebEx so far.
That's it. So go scroll to the fourth sheet. That's his affidavit. There you go.
So is it my screen sharing then or Emily's?
It's yours. I'm not driving.
Gotcha, okay. Great. Okay, just tell me where to go. I'm just here to drive.
Keep scrolling down and you'll get to his description. Okay, that's
Right
cool.
there.
Mm,
That's all. He's describing all electrical stuff.
If you look at the first screen, with regard to his application, the first page, I'm sorry.
the summary page?
Yeah. So he's applied for the industrial work within a manufacturing plant
Yes.
with us.
Yes.
Okay. So, Rick, can you remind us how the requirements for that license differ than for the electrical contractor license?
Yeah, and I didn't notice that because I'm looking at the top where it says application type electrical contractor. I didn't notice. In fact, I have to get my magnifying glass to read this thing. I didn't know that there was a stipulation below that for industrial.
Yeah, that's, I
Uh,
highlighted it on each of their pages to make it stand out more.
Yeah, well, next time instead of highlighting, make it bigger. The reason he did not, he got tested through the state, but he didn't pursue the license through the state. Now I would surmise because the state does not issue that category of license. They issue electrical.
Uh-huh.
They do issue electrical only.
Yeah.
So the requirements are generally about the same: 12,000 hours of experience in an industrial facility.
Okay.
And he looked like he might have been a tad short.
Yeah, it looked like he's
Which-
maybe like 6 months short, assuming a 2,000-hour work year.
Since he knew he needed 12,000, I applaud him for being honest about it. No, I don't believe we require the code class on industrial. They're working in their employer's location. They don't need the bond. The employer has ultimate control over their performance and their duties, so the bond doesn't provide any protection to like our citizen, if you will.
Right.
And the examination that they take has no residential questions on it at all. I know that.
Okay.
And the real advantage from an employer standpoint to have the industrial license is they're able to get permits that run for a period of 3 months. They're quarterly permits. So instead of taking out a permit every time they move a receptacle for a copy machine, they keep a running record of the work that they've done. At the end of 3 months, they schedule the inspection. We meet with them. We walk and they show us what they did the previous month. Mostly repair and minor modifications. They don't do new work on these. American Water contracts their new work out. Guarantee gets a lot of it, or they used to. Because I actually inspected this Hog Hollow location after it flooded, and Guarantee was in there then. So big work they're still going to have to shop out. This is just a routine stuff that they do around the plant. Is everyone that I know, Warshoe has an industrial license. Same thing. They don't do many new projects. It's mostly maintenance and repair and minor renovation type work. Does that help?
Okay. Yes, that helps a lot. So he might be a little bit short on the hours. He does have this Vaterot applied electrical technology. I'm trying to tell if he's got a degree. Tom, do you remember? I'm looking at the program. He's got.
Well, he graduated from Vaterot, as he
Okay.
said. But, here's one of the things that Rick always points out. Vaterot is out of business right now, and it was never accredited by the North Central Association.
Okay. Okay,
Yes,
so we wouldn't accept those hours as practical experience for purposes of licensing.
Exactly correct.
Okay, so if I look at the experience he's listed that Bob pointed out, of the work that he's doing along with the, along with his hours. He did take a code class, so good for him. But it would appear that maybe he's just about 1,000 or 600, I guess 1,000 hours short, since they have to be in an industrial facility. He's about 1,000 hours short for his hours in order to be eligible. So, does anybody else have any other comments with regard to his application?
I think that's spot on.
Yeah, I don't think the Vatterott
Okay.
helps. It doesn't help him, but it doesn't hurt him. If he had the hours,
Yeah, it does.
that wouldn't really mean much.
Okay, so I guess our direction to him would be to resubmit. We would anticipate, based upon a normal work year, that he would meet his hour eligibility. This was submitted in August, it appears, so he would meet his hour eligibility by probably January of this coming year, assuming a typical work week. So can we just direct him to that he's just a little bit short of the hours, and to please resubmit an updated affidavit once his hours meet or exceed the 12,000 hour threshold?
Yes,
Agreed.
that will be done.
Okay, all right. So I guess, do I need to make a motion to do that, or have a motion made to take that action?
I make a motion, we go with that route.
Very specific.
That was. Bob seconding it, I assume? Since we have our Dawn?
I will second
picture,
that.
so awesome. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Any opposed? Okay. Thank you. So Sherry, you'll correspond back to the applicant with that information?
Okay. Will do.
Great. Okay. Now we'll move on to John, who I was reading his information first, and I apologize for that. So if you could share that same file for John, please, Sherry.
Alrighty. Keep popping up over there.
And then, Rick, I'm going to ask you again to remind us, so this is for a communications license, so there is not a code class requirement for communications license, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Any business named Quackcom is interesting to me.
It is interesting.
Oh, the person's last name is Quackenbus. All right, never mind, makes perfect sense.
I thought he was a duck hunter.
I think his he passed his communication and sound exam for St. Louis City. He has his Vatterott, which again we know is not those hours will not count towards hours.
He doesn't have the AT&T experience on an affidavit.
Yeah, he does not have that on an affidavit, and his Quackcom work, there's 40 hours listed.
So
It's
if that
all
means,
that's listed in the affidavit.
if Quackcom means that he left AT&T, he should have got the affidavit before. I mean, as it stands, we don't know. I'm just being a little exaggerated here. We don't know if he cleaned windows or if he was doing installations at AT&T. And I noticed all his Southwestern Bell W-2s, they were utility exempt from the code. It would be hard to find a comparison between the two.
Yeah, so based upon the face of his file, unless somebody's seen something differently, we cannot verify his experience based upon the face of his file.
So he needs 11,960 more hours. He's almost there.
Or a verification of what he actually did during his years at Southwestern Bell, and then a determination by us as to whether or not that's applicable to the work required to get the license.
In his file, he had for AT&T, he stated 20,520 hours with it, somewhere in his file there. And, the number of hours would be okay if the type of work that he was doing was appropriate for getting the live communications license.
Right.
Mhm.
He's going to need another
I'm
affidavit.
trying to see where you're seeing the 20,000 hours. I'm having trouble finding that. I mean, I see the affidavits, but do you have a summary somewhere that I haven't
think
found yet?
it was
I mean, I
further
see the
on.
W-2.
It's on the first page where everything's really tiny.
Oh,
Oh, I see. Okay.
Where Sherry had highlighted communications, phone, sound, and data.
Got it. I found it. Okay. So they submit that online now. See, that's what I'm confused about. Okay. Well, and the 1,500 hours vary from the affidavit although my assumption is that for QuackCom, maybe they put down 40, meaning 40 hours a week as opposed to 40 hours of experience. If I'm going to be a guessing person. So I guess, what I would recommend for direction to him would be, we need an updated affidavit from QuackCom, since there's a variance between the number of hours he's reported and the number of hours that they've reported. And then from AT&T, we need a verification of these hours and of the work that he performed for the hours that would be applicable to the license.
Got it.
Is there anything else that you can think of? Bob, this is guy.
Yeah, no, I think those are the right comments back.
Okay. Tom, Dawn?
It looks like you've covered it.
Okay. Tom, again, thank you so much for
No problem.
your summary. Super, super helpful. Okay, so I guess I would entertain a motion to deny, or I guess have him resubmit additional supporting application before we can consider his license.
Okay.
Make the motion as stated by Emily.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. That was a light file this meeting. Let me pull the agenda back up. Our next meeting will be November 16th, 2023, same time. And I will figure out how to use my computer to hear you all between now and then.
Maybe it needs a full starter.
Maybe. Does anybody have anything else before we adjourn? No? All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Tom's on the motion. Second,
Second.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Thank you very much. Steve, we do okay? All right. Rock and roll.
Hey, Dan, are you still there?
I am still here.
the best WebEx meeting I've ever been on. I'm sure you contributed to that. Thank you so much for your help. We appreciate you.
Oh, no problems at all. Happy to help.
Ah,
Yeah,
God bless
no,
you.
worked out well.
Sherry, I
thank
will
you.
send
Thanks
you a
a
link
lot.
for this recording once it gets uploaded to the site.
Okay, great. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.